What's up guys, TJ Tech Paradise here. So I know I haven't done a video in quite a while, but I wanted to go ahead and kick things off again by talking about the education event that Microsoft held last week in New York City. Now, if you didn't catch it, this video will be particularly useful to you. If you already know what happened at the education event, then you're probably just watching this for no reason, and that's cool too. So, at the education event last week, Microsoft announced the new Windows 10S as well as the Surface Laptop. Now, both of those things are pretty cool, but they have some things that we want to discuss. So, I want to go ahead and get right into Windows 10S because that's to me the most intriguing thing from this event. So, Microsoft has basically created a streamlined, secure, and possibly oversimplified version of Windows 10. So with this new Windows 10S, you can't install applications unless it's through the Windows Store. Now, that alone is, to me, a bit too restrictive, but it's for a good reason. It does allow Microsoft to heavily control the security of Windows 10S, and that also makes it very streamlined. On top of that, you cannot change the default browser. It is just Microsoft Edge, and that's it. So basically, Windows 10S is really Microsoft's dream Windows 10 version, because you know how much Microsoft loves to push Microsoft Edge. And so the Windows 10S, they can finally do that, and they can argue it's all for streamlined security and performance and all that good stuff. But what that really means is that they can just push all their services on you, and I'm not trying to knock Windows 10S, so to speak. I think there's definitely benefits to it for the less tech-savvy consumer, or for the education market, being used in an education environment like schools, colleges, universities, which I guess are all the same thing. But for that purpose, yes, I can see Windows 10S being convenient. And that's really what it's meant to be for, is the education market. That's what Microsoft actually says it's intended to be used for. But it's not just for education though. Any consumer can buy the Surface Laptop, which will come with Windows 10S installed. And that's great because until next year, you can download Windows 10 Pro for free as soon as you get it. The problem lies within after that 1 year period. Microsoft is saying after that it will be a $50 upgrade if you buy the Surface Laptop, which is $1,000 and up, and you want Windows 10 Pro, you have to pay that $50 upgrade fee. Now that's where I kind of go, oh hell no, let's slow down a second. Because now we're paying so much money for that Surface Laptop, and you know me, if you've seen my other videos, you know that a lot of things always come back to that cost, baby. It's always about the dollar signs. And for $1,000 or higher, you're asking consumers to take a streamlined, stripped down, restrictive version of Windows 10, which granted, yes, is way more secure, but is that extra security, is that a good trade-off to have such a streamlined experience? I'll say it again, just for emphasis. You can't change the default browser. You're stuck with Microsoft Edge. If that's not enough to give you nightmares, well, then I'll tell you, I don't know what to tell you then. Because I'm telling you right now, that's the only issue I take with that entire presentation. Oh, actually, there's a couple other things. Look, one of the biggest things to me is that Microsoft is always sticking to their guns. They always have to be classic Microsoft. And for that matter, on the other side, Apple is always classic Apple. These two big giants never change. And in classic Microsoft fashion, they're not just offering the Windows 10 Pro to the life cycle of this laptop. Of course, they're going to charge a $50 upgrade, and that to me is this classic Microsoft, and it's another reason why it's a point against their favor when it comes to the Surface Laptop. But we don't have to end there though. Besides that, The other thing that really kicks me right in the belly is that they don't have. I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. I get too excited. The Surface laptop has that fabric material on the keyboard, which is what I have right here, my Surface Pro, and this smooth, sexy, comfortable fabric material, which is just awesome on the Surface Pro, because let's say it gets really dirty, which it is right now. It's kind of dirty, kind of dusty. I can just yank it up. Look at that. Just like that, it comes out. And I can just clean it. I can just go get a cloth and clean it. You can't do that with the Surface laptop. You can't just yank it, the keyboard off and clean it. Now, granted, that doesn't mean that you can't clean it, but it's much easier and more logical to have that fabric material on the Surface Pro keyboard than it is on the Surface laptop. So that was a very interesting design choice for me by the Surface development team. And it's one that I wouldn't have made personally, but then again, I'm not a developer at Microsoft, or an engineer, I guess you could say. So that I would not use fabric on a laptop, but that's just me. So with that being said, I think that gives you a little taste, and just to recap, Windows 10S is streamlined, secure. You can only download apps from the store, Windows Store. You have to use Microsoft Edge as your default browser. But the benefit to this is that it is incredibly secure, way more secure than any other version of Windows, Windows 10. On the downside, it's so restrictive that I can only really see it being useful in the education market, and I definitely don't think it should be the default option on a premium laptop like the Surface laptop. And the Surface laptop is a beautiful notebook. I love the color options, the cobalt blue and the burgundy red. Oh, beautiful. Just like absolutely sexy technology. That is the definition of sexy technology. And it's like, you look at it and you go, oh man, that's hot. And then you see the fabric on the keyboard and you go, oh no, baby, this is what you call a beautiful disaster. So, definitely giving the Surface laptop the beautiful disaster label. Other than that, I was very pleased with the Microsoft event last week, and I hope that we see some good news soon on the Surface Pro 5. And you might think to yourself, well, why would I want the Surface Pro 5 to come out? When I say I mean me personally, I just bought the Surface again a couple weeks ago, but that's okay because for me, I'm just excited to see what the Surface Pro 5 has to upgrade, I'd be interested in upgrading to it. And I probably won't be interested in upgrading my Surface for a while. But with that being said, though, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon in my next video. Until then, hey, please check out my other videos. If you like my content, hit that subscribe button below. And if you would like to check out my tech services, you can go to tjstechservices.com. Until next time, guys, peace out for now.